what's up, guys?
Green light. Give it all you can.
Here we go. All the guys are just now jumping into the server. Just went private. Boop. There we go. How's everybody doing this weekend? Everybody doing alright? You guys ready for some racing? This is going to be good. We're going to be missing a few bodies, but that's definitely not going to stop the competitiveness of tonight's racing, that's for sure. Everybody's been doing a lot of practicing over the week or so. Some more than others, but from what I've seen, lap times very competitive at the top of the field. See, as these guys are jumping out into free practice right now. So we'll just kind of hang out, we'll chat for a little bit. We'll see what's going on with these guys. They're, I forgot to. There we go. There we go. Now we're there. Fantastic. Bodies jumping in. Nice. I believe according to attendance on Discord, we should have about 16, 17 drivers here tonight, if I do the maths correctly. So it should be a good field. And if you guys are unaware how tonight's going to go, we got a 30-minute free practice, so everybody can get reacquainted themselves with the car and the track and the conditions out there. Then we go straight into qualifying one, a 10-minute qualifying session, into a 20-minute sprint race, another 10-minute qualifying session, into endurance 40-minute race. I say endurance, but when you have the competitive level of the cars here, it's very competitive and stressful, so 40 minutes feels like an endurance. A lot of fun. Had door-to-door action in the server the other night with a whole bunch of these lads. We had a blast running through the session. If you ever find yourself wanting to do some competitive racing, late night US time zone, jump in the Paddock server. We're always pretty much in there. Darn near every other day during the week, as well as other servers and other leagues. Hello, hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. A lot of the guys out on track now. Camera cut. There we go. There it is. Okay, there's always one. There's always one camera that just freaks out. Everybody rooting for their favorite driver, I see. Let's go Hunter. Let's go Medicare. Yeah. Hunter's been putting on some fire laps lately. Nation said he's not feeling too comfortable this weekend. We'll see though. He apparently hadn't had a lot of practice over the week. But he managed to lay down a 213 flat, which is decently competitive without touching the setup. So within this 30-minute practice plus qualifying, I'm pretty sure he'll be comfortable in the car. A big-bodied Maserati. Very nice. Yes. SPS. Stale doing work in the Camaro. Very quick in practice sessions all week long. Got some blistering lap times. Him and Smokes, very competitive out there on track. Those two are pretty much going at it, while me and PTG Sean in the practice server earlier in the week were duking it out right behind them. But man, the consistency and speed of the guys at the pointy end of the field is just crazy, but a lot of fun. It doesn't matter if you're up front or in the back. It always seems like there's, people to be to battle with in GT4. It's kind of crazy to think that that's a thing, because you're in a GT3 car and you're off pace just a little bit. You're you don't. It just feels like you're in a whole different world. In GT4, it's yeah, you could kind of be by yourself, but it feels different. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. You're sniffing when I'm stepping in. Don't worry about it. A lot of Mercedes. A lot more Mercedes than I thought there was going to be in this. I thought we were going to see a few more Porsches, more BMWs. Just did not expect the Mercedes. It's a very good car. Don't get me wrong, but wasn't expecting it. I do like that 3 of the 4 Mercedes are together on track, and the other one is just in pit lane. That's kind of a cool photo op. Merc brand. Lone Porsche out here. Oh, I almost rolled it! Going into the new stadium section. How many times I have done that? Oh my goodness. He almost just did a barrel roll. Turned into the new 2042 Battlefield trailer right there. Off the grass. He's coming back from a long hiatus, so he's still getting used to the car control once again. Ace. This Mercedes train. Left on. Once we get a little further down in time, I'll start going over a few more of the pre-season stuff. Not pre-season, but last race information, all that good jazz. Yeah, so the Paddock Racing is taking part in this bad boy, Battle Central International. So it's 4 teams battling it out over the next 9 rounds, basically. So each team will get 1 home track advantage, which is basically us picking the format, the track, the car list, etc. Whoever has the top 2, I believe, highest points out of all of the team members combined will be put together, and they will battle at round 9, August 15th. So we're taking part in that. That starts next weekend. That's pretty early for us in the States, but that's usually how it goes for many of our Aussie or Asian time zones, so we're gonna suffer, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll be streaming ours here, and I believe you guys will be on my car cam for all of the races, so you guys get to suffer with me. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. So check that out. Stupid early on Sundays. You guys can come here and hang out with me early in the morning, some coffee and donuts, and race some cars. If not, you can just check it out in the archive. It'll all be archived. I'm pretty sure a few of the other TPSR guys are going to be streaming it on their Twitch accounts, Twitch channels, whatever you want to call that. I don't know. I don't do Twitch anymore. I don't know how they do things. Yeah, so go ahead and check them out as well. I'm pretty sure some of them are going to be streaming tonight. Check out their onboard car cams. So that's going to be pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. Be back in the hot seat under pressure. Round 1 is going to be GT3 machines at Spa. I believe it's for a little, like an hour and a half race or something of that sort. 2 hours? I don't know. Expect a 2-hour race. I'm looking forward to that. One mandatory pit window there, but I believe we should be able to do that and stop. Ace off there. Stall already up there in the top with a 2:12.3. These guys will probably end up being mid 2:11s in qualifying. Not qualifying 1, but definitely qualifying 2. And definitely in race pace. So fast in race pace. It was pretty donkulous how quick they were in race trim. So pretty much everybody already in the server. No, actually I think that's it. Actually, that's everybody. Alright, so while I got you guys here, let's go over some stats and stuff, because we're going to start taking track and keeping track of race stats from here on, pretty much. So we're going to try and track as much as we can for, you know, everybody likes stats, right? Just something you enjoy. Alright, so here is this bad man Jamma. All-time driver stats. So we're going to keep track of everybody that's participated in the Paddock Sim Racing events. We're going to do number of starts, best finishes, average, and average finishes. So that's going to be pretty cool to do, to see that, the growth over time of who participated in our events and how well they've done and progressed over the length of our events. So, yeah, looking forward to more out of that one. But wait, there's more. So here's the stats and order from round 1. This was at Oulton Park. Check out that race. Go ahead and check it out in the archive, of course. See all the points behind fast laps there. And then from both race 1 and race 2 over there on the far right of the little poster there. Very cool indeed. So we got a few more things. And whoop, you have team points. These are the teams for this series specifically. So you have Gamers Slow Racing, TPSR Esport, North Star, SR2, all there. And the last one is this one. So we're going to be doing all-time lap records. Right now this is set to GT4 cars. And so far we've done Donington Park. Those are your fast fast qualifying time, and your fast race time. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so we're gonna start keeping track of all that stuff from here on out. Pretty neat. And just like that, 15 minutes of free practice. Look at these lap times right now. This is pretty cool. Free practice, you got 2:12.3, 2:12.6, 2:12.9, 2:12.9, 2:12.9. My goodness, 2:12.9. 2:12. 2:12. 2:12. And Smokes the fastest first second. Down. Weasel comes back faster. Whole heap of 2:12s up there in the top 5 from your suspected fast boys. Stale, Weasel, Smokes, Hoybert, and Parrish, of course. So we're still waiting on Medicate to get the car underneath him. He's a fast boy. He has Whale. Hunter showing great pace. Put down a couple 12s in previous sessions, so no doubt he'll be up there as well. Let's go back to here and just kind of pit lane, probably saving their energy for the races ahead. I know I did. In previous sessions in the pub server, I just totally entirely skipped the second qualifying just to rest my hands. Check social media, of course. Playing on my phone like a millennial. Yeah. I love the color choices of a lot of these cars as well. Weber with a very baby blue, pink, black design there on his Porsche Cayman. Zeki's putting down some pretty good lap times earlier this week too. So I mean, everybody has been super fast. As soon as we started telling people you can get into the 11s, the race was on to see who could get there and, you know, continue to crush it. I think the lowest lap time we've seen is I think an 11.5, like maybe an 11.3 so far. So times are there and they are doable, very, very doable. Oh. I'm getting more and more excited as I see that. I look up at that timer, seeing it go down. And also huge props to TPSR Smokes for the overlay. Like he's just been killing it with these things. The sliding bar at the bottom, the animation, perfect. He even added the little subscribe button and like button up there at the top every once in a while. That'll slide up there and pop right in. Fantastic. By the way, you should subscribe and like the videos, guys, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very well done. Very well done indeed. Maserati just looks so cool. Sounds great too. I don't know if you've heard that Maserati before. Look at. Oh. No. Yes. 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 If I didn't have such a heavy foot, Jesus, I'd be driving the Maserati. The handle's pretty good, but with no traction control, no ABS, it's a shifter kart. put on a lot of weight, is basically what it is. And I do have chat up in front of me this weekend, so I can see you guys. I know I have it up on the overlay, but it's kind of tiny and far away from me. But I do have chat on my tablet here in front of me, so I can see what you guys are saying. Hello, everybody. Drivers coming and going. Hop on board with Mittens. 2 McLarens in the field. Baby blue and orange. I love that livery. Very standout livery. Very Gulf thing. I don't know if you guys have seen yet, but we are going to start planning our GT3 series. Got a lot of cool things that I want to try and do with that series. It's going to be kind of the best of the best type of thing that we can try and make it. So it's going to be a real sweatshop in the GT3 series. More information on that later. I still want to get everything pretty much set in stone, written down on paper before we start getting into getting things public for everybody in Discord. The GT3 series has kind of always been our like top tier program or event that we have done. So we're gonna try and keep pushing that envelope of how quick can we get it. The GT3 series drivers. Oh, Mittens off in the grass. The double hairpin. I was struggling for the longest time. So I've been using the Aston Martin in the pretty much in all of the servers. Very good car in the high-speed corners, but I was struggling so hard in the slower stuff. Just messing with things, and I had my bump and my rebound super low. Which is good for, like, higher speed corners, but I had to make a compromise and started bringing my front and rear bump up just a bit. Little by little by little. And started helping take out those corners and back up into the low 12s. Like many of these guys. Of course, TPSR smokes is 0.420. 420 smokes. Behind us. How ironic. Pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's check the timetable real quick. Oh yeah. Look at the Irish with the fastest middle sector by nearly 2/10. Wow. Good. Still a few tenths down in that second sector, that final sector. Crazy. Pretty cool. I love seeing the diverse attributes of each car and how they perform out on track. Especially at a track like this, a very wide open track compared to Oulton Park, which was round 1 just last week. Kind of brute force your way through some of those corners here. You have to have a very smooth, particular line and great exit strategy in a lot of these corners. And that's what a lot of these guys were having trouble with. Is the brute hairpins and chicanes in Donington Park versus the wide flow of this track here. A lot of people already starting to come into pit lane. Just 4 minutes left. Here in free practice, and then we'll head straight into qualifying. A great shot down the new endurance pit lane stadium section. I almost wish I had more things to bring up and talk about. I really got nothing else to really. I know, we should be. Oh! Yeah, duh. So, Paddock Sim Racing esport guys, we're looking to bring on some more esport drivers. We're basically pretty much looking for anybody who's, raced respectfully, clean manner, and wants to improve their racecraft, basically, or is wanting to join. I would say not a small time. We've got quite a few members now, a few casuals, but yeah, we're gonna start taking on more and more esport events. Kind of get our name out there. So if you're looking to join an esport team, small family of TPSR esport. See, there's quite a few of us here tonight. We have TPSR Fudge, Medicate Nation. He's a TPSR driver. Elzabor, and Smokes and Diesel here tonight. So if you want to join us, you can just join our Discord. Links pretty much in the bottom in the description. You can just find us on Discord or Twitter. We'll show you the way to the family. A lot of fun getting together with a bunch of bros, homies, and take on an event. It's a great learning experience too if you're trying to improve your racecraft, really trying to push your skill level against people from all over the world, not just people that you race with, every weekend like we do here. And a lot of these guys are always here every weekend, but when you push, what you know against people from all over the world, if it's just a little bit different of a feel when you're participating in something that's much bigger, like multiple servers. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun to do. A little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie, when you're kind of new at it, but it is a lot of fun when the event is over. Pretty neat. All right, 30 seconds, and then we'll jump into qualifying. We'll probably have to do the whole server lobby spectator reset thing a few times. Hopefully, the ACC gods are smiling upon the Paddock Sim Racing event and won't crash the server every single time. But if it does, it does. We'll go to standby mode and we'll back out and come back in. And the wait time between races is going to be quite a bit too, so be prepared for that. Mostly just because we try to give the drivers as much cooldown time in between events, and so we can compile data. Drivers, Elzapor streaming? There's the only one right now from TPSR that's streaming on Twitch. That first 10-minute qualifying session is green.
Green light. Go, go, go.
See, drivers already sprinting to the track to get their qualifying. 10-minute qualifying, one of our shorter qualifying sessions, just because we basically split it for qualifying now and qualifying later for race 2. Which one thing I really wish that they had in the G portal, which is what we use, the G portal. Top right screen. Is that they had race finishes as round 2 or race 2 starts, which they don't have an option for that, or maybe even like an option for race 1 finishing order, flip grid for race 2 start, or something like that. That would be pretty freaking cool if we could get something like that. If I could get spectator mode to work without crashing, that would also be super. But what do we need? Alright, so they're going to be pushing hard here on their opening laps. Onyx still in pit lane. Takes about 2 laps here for the GT4 cars to get their tires up in a very proper, speedy manner. The drivers to be looking at here right now is both TPSR Diesel and Smokes, as well as SPS Stale, and Erish. Hoybert, very quick as well in free practice. I haven't really seen his lap times early in the week, but super fast, that's for sure. We'll see one more lap. Nice, smooth. The beginning of the S's here, you can really throw the car in there. You gotta slow the car way down before coming back onto the hanger straight. Very bumpy on the exit as well. Set the car up quite nicely for that. Overall, a pretty smooth track. Oh, a little wide there from the Mercedes of Ace. Wide, he's got cars coming by him now. For the sale. Him and Smokes together on track, that seems about right. They'll be pretty much together. If I've seen or predict correctly, they'll be together out there on track, that's for sure. Smokes being pretty hard on himself in race, saying that he's making a few mistakes here and there, giving away his wins, which is true, but you got this, yeah. Medicaid stopped out there on track just after turn 1. There's a 2-car of Onyx leaving pit lane as well. Smokes with 2:11.8 already. Stale with a 2:11.7. And yeah, predicted that one. Nailed it. These two are going to go at it for the next 3 laps, that's for sure. Mitten's putting in his time. We're going to start seeing some of these times in here. Diesel just behind Smokes, also at 2:11. Buzzball Hunter seems to be moving up. Top 3 right now, is still a full second. Ooh, Arish comes crawling back with a 11.8. Look at those times. 11.7, 11.8, 11.8, 11.9. That is pretty freaking cool. A little bit of a wiggle there from Stale coming through that double right-hander. Well, Arish already back into pit lane. Fudge. Just went live on Twitch. As well. These guys will be putting in their flyers this time around. To see what they're going to pull across the line here. I wonder if this was a back-off lap. They could hit it hard the next one. They were just giving it all. Oh, Smokes back up into second. And Stalls continues the 2/10 gap from the 3 behind him. With an 11.5. Diesel still with the fastest second sector, nearly a 10th over everybody. Put that together, he's right there. Ooh, Stale going super wide there. I think that's Mac Beckett's, yes. Yes, the infamous corners, S's. It's crazy, look at those lap times. So happy about those. Everybody else still super close together. Hoybert puts in his. It's Diesel down by 0.003 of a second. Puts Diesel back to 5th. Oh, Smokes off right after that double right-hander. Gives Stalls the way around. Now he's got the rabbit to chase. And Smokes comes back to pit lane. 1 minute left. Or a minute 50 left in first quali. About 1 more lap for most of these guys now. A few of them still need to put in their clean laps. Pushing too hard too early, guys. You got this. 20 minutes, not a lot of time to make some moves during the race. Qualifying is still pretty important. 40-minute race, you have a little bit more time to get those passes done. No improvement there from qualifying leader. Fourth right now, Hoybert. Still about a second between 5th and 6th. Oh, Hoybert off the grass. Oh. Parrish, Ace, and Medicaid still need to make their... Oh, and he goes off exactly where Hoiberg did a little bit ago. Ace moves up to 11th with his lap. Get another one. Medicate Nation moves up as well. He's now in 9th, so that's where he'll start the race. Still a few more to come through. You've Larkin still needs to come through. 31 of Arish still out there. Diesel still out there, as well as your current pole sitter, Stale. That phone goes off. Alright, let's see what these guys have. 46. No improvement, but qualifying session indeed. Very good laps by a lot of these guys. Medicate pulls off. Hunter down in 10th right now. Let's see, Steel coming across the line here in just a second. No improvement from him. Give Hunter, Diesel. Buzzball still out there. Buzzball kind of sneaking his way up there. Diesel improves over Hoiberg by about a 10th and claims 4th place on the grid. Could be very crucial. That outside line could be very quick on these race starts. So we'll see. We'll probably have to do a server spectate reset. So I will let you know when the countdown is about to happen. So take this time, get some water, hydrated, get a snack. We'll be right back for race 1, 20 minutes at Silverstone. This is the Paddock Sim Racing British GT Championship. All right, we'll see you guys in just a second. 30 seconds! Woo! Let's go! Alright, let's prep to get back in there real quick. Okay, here we go. I think we should be good. Alright, let's hop back in. Huh? Yes. Alright. And they're on the start of their pace lap here. This is your grid order. I'm so excited. This is going to be such a good race. SPS Dale, GRT Erish, TPSR Smokes, TPSR Diesel, Hoybert, Zeke, 2 Fuzzball, TPSR Elspor, Medicate Nation, Hunter, Fox, Ace, SVR Larkin, Crazy Mittens, PTG Onyx, TPSR Fudge, and PTG Fern did make it in time for race 1. Fantastic. So 16 drivers out there on the field, on the grid, and we're still missing like 4 that could not make it. So crazy. About half the track to go. "20 minutes on the clock here for round 2, race 1. Outside line, turn 1. I believe we should do that. I love that shot. That's my favorite shot. Oh, it's so good. Look at all those machines. The machines coming down that straight. Yes. Weaving in and out, getting heat in them tires, in the brakes. 777 Lucky Porsche here. Woo! Here we go, here we go, here we go! Another great shot of all the cars. Look, I'm just weaving it out. It's like LA traffic. Look, it's LA. Crazy. Cool to be a bit. We just need more cars. More cars on grid. Yes, please. Alright, drivers starting to double up now. Coming through the final, I call it a carousel. It's pretty much a carousel, just without the embankment. Carousel, the final corner here. Board with Zeke. Towards the inside line. Well, they're going to punch it here in just a second. Ooh, let's go! Nice and pretty line from those guys. Beautiful. Coming up, coming up. That's the green flag. Green flag flies. Audi on the outside of Diesel doesn't quite get the dive on there. Zeke looking the outside of Hoybert. Nice and clean run for the outside drivers. Smokes and Diesel Looks like they didn't swap places, but smoke's all over the bumper there of Arish as they come in and out of the S's. On a single file line through there, boys. Nicely done. Great start by everybody through the S's, very close together. Still, as they come through the first sector, you see all these guys too wide into the braking zone at the back of Hangar Straight. Too wide. No team orders there as Stale and Arish get a little bit of a bumper lock. And just like that, Diesel goes from 4th to 1st, Stahl back to 3rd. Arish and Hoybert spin the Chevy of Stahl. He's all the way back the grid now. Had to check up after that little bit of bumper rubbing there at the end of the Hangar Straight. So he's got a lot of work to do now. But Diesel moving up into first. Smokes right there. TPSR with a strong start. That is for sure. Right behind them, though. Arish is moved back just a bit, but still right there. Smokes Arish in 3rd. Zeke moves up. Everybody moves up. Not too many other position changes that I can see. You can see the Maserati off in the grass there. Nation going wide onto that back straight. Very chaotic first lap indeed, but it's not gonna calm down. I can guarantee you that. On board with Arish is both the two up front, nose to tail. Audi across the line. They'll complete lap 1 of the race. Smokes looks to the inside line. Medicate moves back a lot of positions after that off in the grass on the back straight, but everybody else didn't look like too many position changes other than what happened at the end of Hangar Straight. Hoybert back just a bit as well. Chug through the S's there. Really got to put your head down. Great battles going on in the back. Cars everywhere. Stale just kind of minding his own, looking for a way around this chaotic tail end of the field. Very smart, meticulous about your passes now. Diesel still out front with Smokes. A little bit of a gap to Arish. Zeke right there. The top 4 kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. Just about a second. See them, the whole group of them, Stale making a move there on Medicaid as they come through across the Endurance start-finish line. Lost a few positions there in that bout. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there from Fudge. Kind of checking up on Stahl and Medicaid. Stahl made his way around just in time, moving up to 12th now. Brake zone nearly 3 wide. Heading into the final sector there. Wide into the carousel. Hoybert making a move there on Hunter through that start-finish line area. Buzzball. Hoybert really putting in the speed in that Porsche. Ooh. Check up just a bit. Arish doing their best to hang on to those 2 Audis up front. Both Diesel and Smokes kind of racing at their own pace now. good in the top end in that car. See the distance that those top 4 have put in the rest of the field, about 3 seconds over the rest of the field at this point. Gaggle for Mercedes as well in the back. Lost another position there. TPSR Fudge. They're having a spout. Battles going on all over the field at the moment, mainly here at Oulton Park. Wide there. Mercedes. Buzzing. There's a space going off wide there. They're catching up very quickly in the brake zone. That second to last corner. All over the back of the Mercedes. Such a wide car, very hard to get around. Be a little brave here at this track. There's enough track to kind of force your nose and go side by side through a lot of these corners. 2 of them you do not want to do that though. Elzebor can dive into pit lane. There are no mandatory pit stops here in this series. Each round is a little short. You got a 20-minute and a 40-minute. Starting to spread out. 32 Onyx off messes. Where it go? Oh, Elzebor, what I'm seeing on team radio is that he forgot to change his setup from quali to race, so he can dive in and get that adjusted. That's unfortunate. But you do have one more race left. One more race left after this, as well as the qualifying. So all is not lost. We still have plenty of time, nearly half a session here in round 1. Still leading the field in his Audi, and teammate Smokes. Those guys pulling away just a little. Oh, Arish looks like he's kind of chipping away. The gap between those two, just a little bit. Still about nearly. Ooh, see, it's about a second behind them as they go across the line. About nearly 3 seconds back will be. Zeke, another 3-4 seconds back. Hoybert. So the gap up front is starting to spread out more than the mid-pack, which is something I did not predict happening. I thought it was going to be the complete opposite. I thought we were going to have a more gap midfield, but that little kerfuffle in the back of the track really threw the dice into some things, putting Hoybert back a few positions and throwing Stahl way back, pretty much dead last through that sector. Now all the way up into 11th and pushing hard. Next in line for him to tackle it is 10 minutes left in the session. He's already gone through a few cars. Halfway point of the race.
Keep it up.
They're looking very racy, these Mercedes beasts. He's going super wide there. Can't do that too many times or you will get a drive-through penalty. Very easy to do here, especially in turn 1, right there into the FIA stadium section. and onto the mid straight. The leaders are at the moment. Very easy to just go a little wide, drop some tires, and get that call. Frustrating call. How tall those Camaros are to the other cars. Monster truck compared to them. Very fast. Very good on the brakes. In that sector. Corners there. Reels them in the braking zones with the muscle of those Mercedes. They just kind of pull away. Oh! Big slide from, I believe that was Fuzzball. Yeah, still sliding, nearly sliding sideways into pit lane. Not sure if he's got damage or not. He has to have some damage. He hit that wall pretty solid. Here. Good in the 12 McLaren. A little bit of heat there from Maserati of Nation. Come back up the track fairly quickly as Style. SPS making a move there on SVR Larkin. Mittens trying to sneak his way through too on the Camaro. They're going side by side into, oh, Mittens trying to follow SPS as he's trying to make the move there. See if he get it done. He's on the inside. Can get the power down in time. Ooh, big hop on the curb. It's gonna leave him a little wide and let Mitigate go through. Nope, he falls back from behind. As SPS moves all the way up to, I believe that was 8th place now. Long way around in the first hairpin, gives him the line into the second. Has the power to put down, make a move successfully. Crazy Mittens now 11. SPS moving through the field very quickly, going from pole sitter to literally dead last in the first lap, now all the way back up to 8th. Very fast pace in that Camaro. Let's see another American GT4 car, Mustang out on track. That'd be awesome. Maybe even the Toyota Supra. Six minutes left in the session. Diesel still leading the field by nearly 2 seconds over Smokes. About another second and a half back to third place of GRT Arish. Very quick Audis. Arish really putting up a fight to keep that Mercedes up there in the bout. That pretty spread out at the moment. Still this mid battle between Ace Hunter and Clark Style. Driver too. Smooth actions through there. So much time gained just by having smooth hands. A very comfortable setup. Hunter still glued to the back of Ace for what it seems to be since the race start. Now looks to the inside, does not want to lose a position to the Camaro, but he's probably going to have to here. Does have a lot of torque out of those hairpins. Didn't get the run that time. Further back, Medicaid. Smokes on SPR Larkin now. Over under through the final turn. Power down to the outside. Very wide back there. Looks like Hunter made it through by the Mercedes, but still a SPS stale. Having to find his way around these two battling it out. Now this is still a battle for position. Overall, as Smokes comes back just a bit on Diesel. .76 and 74. Here, let's check on Elzebor. Elzebor coming back just a little bit to the tail end of the field. Definitely just sitting there chunking away at the laps. I'm sure if he had more time, he'd come back to the tail end of the field. Battle in the back of the pack is still just as ferocious as the battle up front. Got 4 Mercedes in the back. Nose to tail from PTG Onyx, GT4, and Buzzball, their Mercedes. We have Fudge just a little bit further up the road, relatively close to Mittens now. Ace now. What's happened? We missed Ace's incident. Hunter, but he's got 11 seconds up to Hoybert. Hoybert still hasn't moved any distance. About a second or two here and there from the entirety of this race from the back of that Camaro of Zeke, 4th. It's almost just as frustrating if you can see a car, but you just can't catch it. Dog in the mailman. See him barking, just can't get him. What a rough line. This battle, Medicate made his way around those two as well. But now, looks like Stale made his way back around the nation. Those two are hot. Was the next lap two? The race leaders come across the line. I don't know if they'll get another one. Ooh, Medicaid looking racy on the inside line. Nope, falls back behind the Camaro of SPS. Great battle going on here for what is 7th right now. Maserati versus Camaro. Great battle. Pushing very hard into the brake zone, into the double hairpin. Maserati going a little wide, leaving SPS plenty of room to take the apexes out of the hairpin. And Maserati definitely has a lot of power underneath the hood of that scooped bonnet. Back straight. Final lap.
Okay, the leader is on the
Now
final lap
for
down.
the
Give
race
it all you
leaders. Diesel still leading Smokes and Arish by 2 seconds altogether now. About 8 seconds back to Zeke. Smokes reeling in Diesel just a little bit now. Team orders? I don't know. But very good race so far. Still a lot of battles to yet be decided. Mittens all over the back of the Camaro of SVR right now, as both Medicate and SPS duke it out. Oh, camera, please, Jesus. Help, help. SPS stale with the drive-through penalty on the last lap, cutting a little bit of the Mackett's and Beckett's, giving him the DT. That's going to move. That's going to be terrible for finishing positions. That's something you do not want to have happen in these short sprint races. That's huge for points. Medicate doesn't really have to push hard now, but how does that work? Does he come in pit lane anyway? I don't know. Just about 3 more corners now for the race leaders. Diesel comes in there, Smokes and GRT Erish still together on track from the beginning of the race all the way to the end. 20 minutes of battle. Ooh, big wiggle there from Erish and the Mercedes. Started to chuck away at the Audis there towards the end of the race. Diesel smacking into the wall. Congratulations to TPSR Diesel. I believe that's his first race. Lights flashing there from the Mercedes. Zeke and Hoybert come across the line. Fantastic race by those guys. Very consistent pace. Staying about 8 seconds behind the race leaders. Very fast for those guys. Hunter comes across the line in 6th. Nicely done. And 30-second plus for SPS. Medicate Nation will move up to 7th, as well as the majority of the field, I believe. I don't know if Elzebor will be enough between him and SPS to get the move up the grid from the DT for SPS. That was a very, very exciting race 1 for round 2 here at Silverstone. Fantastic indeed. We might do a quick set to get back into qualifying 2. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe not. We'll find out. Yeah. If you enjoyed that race, please subscribe and like the channel. But that's it. We're not done yet. We're definitely not done yet. We have 1 more qualifying, and then 40 minutes of GT4 here at Silverstone. That's right, 40 minutes. 20 just wasn't long enough, so round 2, we'll do 40 minutes. Because, you know, why not? Most drivers waiting to start qualifying now, so that's that. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with us. Great racing still to come. Don't worry, we'll have more racing for sure. Yeah, we'll have to do a
Green light. Give it all you got.
Okay, so they're gonna start qualifying 2. Give me a second to reset the lobby. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, let's go. Qualifying 2 coming at you. Boop 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 a doop a doop. Boop 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 a doop a doop. All right.
Green light. Go, go, go.
So while these guys are getting their tires all up to temp and stuff, I want to talk about like that first opening lap. Very dramatic indeed. Both GRT Erish and SPS and Hoiberg getting together there through this sector that they're at now, putting SPS style all the way back into the back of the pack after having to do a spin maneuver to get out of the way, getting looped. But the incredible charge from, I believe he made it all the way up to 7th. That's fine. But yeah, no, it was crazy to see him come all the way back up through the field in like, 14 minutes. Coming back through the field like that. That's a mad skill. You have TPSR Diesel and TPSR Smokes and GRT Erish, who we're on board with now, top 3 for that previous race, as they made it the move during all of that action to the inside of the track and kind of getting away unscathed after that battle. Great move, positioning. Great battles throughout the mid-pack. You had awesome battles between Fuzzball, Ace, and Mittens, and SBR Larkin. Those guys really put on a great show all race long through that battle. As I predicted, I thought the close battles was going to be up front, but it turned out the mid-pack is where it was at, which that's where I would be if we were in if I were in this race. Mid-pack battle. Weasel. Not fast boy. We try, but we not top tier fast. So it was really fun to see those guys going at it. And another thing I gotta say, the level of clean competitiveness is just outstanding that these guys put on. It's not very mean last. Yeah, but still. No, if we're gonna point fingers at being last, it was Elzebor because he forgot to change his setup from qualifying to race, so he had to come back in like a bum and change his stuff. Love you. Oh, love you. I didn't mean anything by it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, it was great to see the battles going on in the mid-pack, and even the back of the pack with PTG, Fern, and Onyx. They were pretty much going at it all race long as well. So we'll see if Medicaid can put on the pace that he showed at the end of that last race. If SPS and Hoibert, if they get clean air into their cars, we'll see what they can do to mix up the battle up front with TPSR Diesel and Smokes and Erish. You can see Erish already putting down a 2:11.3 with 2 style just right there. Fuzzball putting in a 2:11 as well. He's like, here's my go fast card. Let's do this. I've noticed that with Fuzzball, especially Zeke 2. The longer that they are in a car during a session, just the faster that they get. It's pretty impressive. Enjoy people who can drive like that, who just get more and more comfortable with the car and the track the longer they're in. That's something I myself am practicing very hard to achieve that level of drivingness. So I've spent a lot of hours so far in Porsche GT3 car at Spa, trying to get that car comfortable underneath for the team battles. If you missed it, TPSR is taking part in team battles, which is the Battle Central International. 4 teams going toe-to-toe with third team drivers. So each team will have a home race, 8 races in total, and then the top 2 teams from those 8 races will go to battle on in round 9. Each home team race is dealer's choice of event, so that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll be streaming the race here from, I believe, my perspective on our YouTube channel. I believe that's going to be streamed as well on another channel. I don't know which one yet, but you'll find out in our Discord and social media when that becomes available to everybody. So that starts next weekend. Pretty cool. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, those are the times. So it's super early U.S. time. So we gotta wake our butts up on Sunday morning, get our coffee, go racing. Fuzzball Diesel back up there in the top times. Smokes out there. You have yet to complete a time. Still have Ace there in pit lane. Yeah, 2 minutes left. A bunch of guys still need to do their times. While we got that out, let's pull this back up. So this is the previous round 1 race. As you can see the total points there on the far right of your screen, and you can see some stats. Or those are finishing positions on the far right of your screen. Points there in the middle. Fantastic. TPSR Smokes working very hard to put some of these points in stat sheets together. Very cool stuff. So we're tracking a lot of things when it comes to stats. So we're also doing this. So all-time driver stats as well. You can see starts, best finishes, average starts. Pretty cool to see the growth of those over time. And while I'm rambling, we're just basically chilling out, watching some of these guys go around the track. Some of these guys might get one more. Qualifying is very important for the first race, not so much the second race, but you got to keep your nose clean on the race it starts. While I was doing that, let's check this out real quick. So this is lap records, so we'll put in lap records. And all this is available over on our Discord, and I'll post in our Twitter as well as soon as everything is updated. So Fuzzball and Medicate move up. Yeah, Medicate moving very quickly. There you go. Smokes all the way up into second place. Once again, putting Stale down by 6 thousandths of a second. Qualifying session is over, so whoever's still out there, put in your good ones. Got Diesel still out there. Hunter Fox is still out. SPS is still out there. Fudge is still out. Elzebor, Mittens, and Arish. Arish is still out there too, so he's gunning for it. Arish moving up to second place. Woo! Once again, Smokes 420. Nobody's shocked. Nobody is shocked by that at all. 32. Onyx moving up. Very nice. Very nice. 58. Fern, he's coming through. See if he's got an improvement on his time. No improvement there. Hoybert and Ace. No laps this session, so they'll start in the back, but sometimes that's actually not a bad place to start an endurance race. sometime. But the level of consistency we've seen so far this race, in race 1, it's been very competitive. So we'll see where everybody ends up here. Elzebor. Oh, improvement, but not enough. Elzebor, I think he improved. Oh, I saved. All right, so we're gonna have to do a quick reset once again, but I believe it's only gonna be 5 minutes, so we'll find out here in just a second as well. So that's going to be your qualifying. TPSR Diesel with an 11-2, beating out Arish. Fantastic. Diesel starting up front. It's a little bit of a mix-up from the qualifying of previous race. This next endurance 40-minute race is starting. It's going to be pretty good. So first through 8th, 7th, pretty much a second between them in their qualifying time. In a very fast qualifying time, which is in the 2:11s. Yeah, so 5-minute wait. All right, guys. So we're gonna go take a quick little break, go to the bathroom, get a drink, walk your dog, tell your fish about the race, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back here in about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, round 2 coming at you. Here we go. I technically raced 2 of round 2, so it's 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. All right. Got me a fresh water. 40 minutes on the clock. That's your qualifying order there on your left. Fantastic. Let's go. TPSR Diesel, GRT, TPSR Smokes, SPS Stall, Stall. I don't know why I keep calling him Stall. It's like when Bifey's here. I keep wanting to call him Beefy. Just like when people like type in chat, I read what I want to read, but I don't I don't read the name that's actually there. So if I call you something completely like not right, just to kind of accept it. It's not. It'll never really change. All right. Where did all the car noises go? Because I don't have my headphones on. All right. All right, about half the track to go on their warm-up lap. Let's see who we need right on board with here. They're running on board with 3rd place for this one. All right, I'm really looking forward to the start of this. Everybody now knows the pace of everybody that's around them. So this should be pretty good. Hoiberg starting from the back. Very, very interesting. Hour 40 so far in the recording. Fantastic. Double block. Starting to double up, heading through the carousel now. Where the start, or where the green flag zone is not the same as the check. Further down the track here. Always want to go green right where the finish timer starts. Okay, so it's like right there. Crossing right now. Nah, a little further down the track. Gets me every time. Every time. Green flag flies. Diesel moves far to the right. Try to get the best advantage for the first corner. Stale makes a move on Smokes. Side by side now. A little bit further back on the track. Look at them go. Still side by side, Zeke and Elzebor. Elzebor lets Zeke go. Smokes still out in front there of SPS. Working the car nice and neat. Stale trying to make a move for an over-under. Couldn't quite get it done there. Everybody made it through the S's once again very successfully. Very quick indeed. Nice moves, everybody. I love watching these guys work. GRT Erish making a move there. Or has he fell back? He might have fallen back. He was in between Smokes. Erish, a little bit of an upset. Smokes and SPS making a move on Erish. And they both get it done successfully. So I have a repeat of race 2 or race 1. They made it through just fine. They made it through, everybody. Woo! Nice. All right, now we get to see what these guys are made of together. Remember last race, SPS had a big assisted spin back there through the FIA endurance section stadium. Now he's up into 3rd overall on the tail end of Smokes. Very racy still, right behind him. 4th place, Medicate and Fuzzball. Zeke right there as well. Hoybert already moving up 2 positions. Working on his 3rd right now of PTG Onyx. That's another move. Completed right there. Probably going for most passes in a race. It's open, but there are no pits so far. Ooh, big slide there. Somebody? Start with 16, we're now at 15. Oh, that was Mercedes. Fuzzball. Oh, there's so many Mercedes, I can't keep them all in line. I think that was Ace again. Yeah. Poor guy keep having connection issues. Back to fix Ace internet. Smokes and Diesel still up front. Looks like SPS moves back just a bit after Parrish might have tried to make a move. These guys still super very close. Hunter and Medicate Nation, as well as Elzebor, Fudge. They're all still nose to tail. Everybody's still nose to tail coming into lap 2 now. Fantastic. Oh, I love this. This is such good racing. BMW looking very racy against that Maserati. Plenty of racing room, but not being overly aggressive about it. Nice, fast, competitive racing there. Mittens looking out on Fudge there, getting the pass done. It looks like Hoybert may have pushed him past him. Hoybert looking to the outside through there as well. Already come up 4 positions, now in 11th, started in 16th. Looking to make a move on Fudge. Fudge, big wiggle to the right side of the track, losing a little bit of speed there over the Porsche of Hoybert. Oh my goodness, my words. My words. Gets the pass done. He'll move up a spot as well. Crazy Mittens trying to run off while he makes that pass. Didn't quite get it done. Mittens now looking at the back of Hunter. Also has to look in the mirror for Hoybert. That's fantastic. Still nose to tail here in the front of the field. Audi, Audi. Smokes started a few positions back, but made some great start race decisions. Camaro and Mercedes do some work to catch up to those 2 Audis. Once again, the mid-pack battle is pretty much the place to be at the moment. So those leaders starting to slowly spread out just a bit. You can see mid-pack here. Mittens. Please start the camera, please start the camera, please start the camera. There we go. Mittens all over the back of the BMW there of Elzebor. Hoybert now underneath the rear wing of that McLaren. Golf-inspired McLaren. Back straight. This ball looking out on Fudge. It's not there. Hunter made his way around Elzevor. I must have blinked. When did that happen? Seven minutes down, 33 to go. Pass there. Still a great battle. Hunter's slowly starting to pull away from Elzevor now. Medicate Nation. Ooh, Hunter going super wide there. And Beckett's. Now Elzevor, Crazy Mittens, and Hoybert all together on track. Pretty much 3 wide as they go underneath the Pirelli bridge. Who's got the bigger brakes at the end of the hangar? Mitten says, nah, I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of that at all. Elzevor has the inside line there, but it's not always the fast way. Hoybert outside. Right there, heavy on the brake zone. Still too wide. Single files, they go through left and right-hander, double right-hander. Nice driving by everybody. That's such good driving. Fantastic. Having to run all those defensive lines definitely lost that group a lot of ground over the guys up front. At this point, who cares? Great battle. We're defending the inside line from the Porsche. Oh, I don't know if that was a bump. It might have been a bump there from Porsche to BMW, but it was super close. Still nose to tail as they head down this back straight. Buzzball now in the thick of it with them. Oh, a little bit of a tap there from Mittens. Oh, and a hip check as well. That's not good. Oh, who's this? There's another spin. I believe that was, oh. Buzzball might have gotten a little squirrely and sideways, trying to avoid all of that as well. He lost a lot of space. And we now have a new race leader. Smokes takes over from Diesel as SPS is coming back strong. Great line out of the Beckett's down the hangar straight. As they're just about side by side. So still in second place, but as for right now, Camaro glued to the back bumper of that Audi. While they get racy, Arish starting to move in for the kill. Zeke's still there as well. Medicaid's still there as well. Those guys, just a snowball's throw away for sure. Still have nearly 30 minutes of racing left. Kind of reeling in Zeke at the moment. Great pace right behind him. Hunter about 6 seconds back on track. Maserati. closer. Head down that front straight. About 6 seconds back. Back up to the front end of the field. SPS. Have to find a weak point on that Audi. It's kind of hard to do. Super wide. You guys can definitely get a off-track warning there. Be careful about that. Last race, last lap. SPS Stale definitely ran wide a little bit too many times. And the drive-through penalty on the last lap had a plus 30 coming across the line. I believe all the way down to 15th out of 16. Something you do not want to have happen at all, or on the last lap. Close together, Fuzzball moving back up through the as we hop on board with him. It goes a little wide there in the double kink. Like Hoiberg's off as well. Be careful about that. You can definitely collect the wrong. You miss that sector timer. You'll immediately go a lap down to everybody else. Basically two groups of battles going on. You got the front guys up front right now. They're pretty close nose to tail. Parrish fell back just a little bit, about 2 seconds over these guys. This great battle going on right here. Fudge. This ball. Mittens. Alright, water. Side-by-side action there between Fudge and Mittens. Great pass there. A little bit open there for Zeke to reel him in. No, that was SVR Bargain. Very similar cars. Very similar cars. Got liveries. You know what I mean. Fudge looking racy in there. Freaking out. You get big hip check there from that was Fern. Onyx. Mittens. You're going a little bit wide in the second here. Nope. Alrighty, the field very spread out, a little bit more so than previous race. Beckett's now the leaders, the Camaro, still trying to find a way around that Audi of Diesel, but these guys are very, very quick right now. About 2 seconds back, haven't really lost or gained any ground. over them. Dedicated slowly reeling them in as he made his way around Zeke 2 laps ago. Dedicated, stating he had no practice this week for the Maserati. Putting on a great performance with his no traction control, no ABS, go kart. Just to see the rabbit in the road. We're making a move there on PTG Onyx. We just missed it, but now has his sights on the Camaro of SVR Larkin. However, with very fast lap times, but a little bit out of the consistency market as it's his first time back in a few months. So back in the swing of things, challenging. These guys. Pretty sure Arish and Medicated are just kind of hoping that those top 3 will go door to door at some point, putting them a little slower through some of these corners so they could play catch up. Easier said than done for SPS at the moment. Very rough finish in race 1. All the way up in the 3rd now for race 2. Starting in 4th. Up position right now. Off in the grass there through the sweepers. Yes, now up underneath the bumper of that Audi. Is the outside the hairpin? Guess so. I guess he's going to try every avenue he can to keep that pressure there. Doing so, basically chunked half a second out of the gap between Arish Stale. Very quick this season so far. A little bit of a wiggle coming out of the carousel. Oh, wow, already at the halfway point. So basically, that's 20 minutes of racing. So that's the length of race 1. You see the drivers are super spread out at this point. Quite a big off. Back. Hoybert, GT Onyx, and Larkin still duking it out back here. Inside line, nope, not quite. Camaro. Crazy Mittens back here as well. Sure. A bit of bumping and rubbing. Positions. Buzzball and Elsport still kind of keeping their middle ground at the moment. Very quick. Oh, smokes! Drops back a few positions now. Now under attack from Zeke. We missed that. Must have been an off in some place. As TPSR Fudge also comes into pit lane. When did this happen? Guys, what are you doing? Crazy. Oh, smoke's off again. Zeke having to let off. So he goes around. Smokes around back. Sixth. Up the field a little bit as Snail now right underneath the wing of that Audi. It's still got 6 seconds back. That hasn't really changed in the few laps, so he's still staying par to everybody up there. Get that car back underneath him. The remaining 17 minutes. Drive through for track limits for Hoiberg. A little wide too many times. Once again, out of Max Beckett, so luckily he's got that now. Not the last lap like or Stale had in race 1. That is like some of the most unfortunate events that happen. Coming back strong, second right now overall. Tail end of race leader. These top 3 super close together once again now. 16 minutes remaining. Second between these guys. Any kind of small mistake you see from Smokes earlier. It kind of throws you off your game. Not only do you lose 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 spots. It's just a little bit of ground. You lose a lot of track position. Our Fudge back in pit lane, fighting that car. The Audi and the Camaro, very good on the straights. That Mercedes definitely looks like it's a little better in the corners than the two in front. Very hard for that Mercedes to put the power down compared to those 2 other cars. Best at this point is oh, Diesel goes wide in the first part of the hairpins, comes back just a little bit side by side. Oh, almost loses it in the second part of the hairpin. Ground to both Stale and Arish. Just a bit, though. Still there in the fight. You see Erish can reel in that Camaro. Burn had a bit of an incident. Dropped back into position. A lot of track today. Drop back. Got another second overall. He's down to 5 seconds now, so he's gained a little bit of time. Ish. He's about the sales, still 6 seconds from where they were. Overall. Just a little bit further. Hoybert makes his drive through right now. Great job of holding off that Audi of smokes. I didn't think such a big-bodied car would be so good on a sweeper track. It is. Drive-through cleared. Hoybert back out on track. Too far behind Fern. Quick pace will probably catch up to him really quickly. Definitely hurt points, that's for sure. Elzebor still going at it. An over-under move through the hairpins. On that big curve. You want to stay away from that one. Mess you up. It's dangerous. Right here. Lost too much ground from the ground he lost before. Spread out through, I'd say about 2/3 of the track at this point. 10 minutes to go. Doesn't seem like a lot of time to you and me, but you're out there sweating it out. Cars running you down, trying to chase down others. 10 minutes can seem like forever. Or like no time at all. Just depends on the scenario that you're in. Good match going on. Got Elzebor and Fuzzball. ATG Onyx Mittens are going at it. GRT Erish, SPS Stall. My brain no work, no goo. Help. Zeke and Smokes. It's pretty much your battles of pairings right now throughout the entirety of the field. Several laps down now for TPS Fudge. Tired car. Nice chat. Helio is there with that 411 Mercedes. tell you guys to follow us on our social medias. Another drive-through penalty for Hoiberg for track limits. 777 car pushing way too hard. Drive through, that'll put him right there pretty much with race leaders almost putting him in the lap now. 8 minutes to go now. Yeah, so follow us on our social media at the Paddock_sim. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, love seeing comments in our channel. Oh, a big contact between Fuzzball and Elzebor. Both go around. Elzebor spinning to the outside of the track, Fuzzball spinning to the inside of the track. No other cars around at the moment, but the 30 machine of Fuzzball is back out underway and is now under attack from Onyx and Mittens. Both drivers lost a lot of ground. They're slowly trying to reel in cars ahead. Oh, and Medicaid Nation, big upset somewhere along the line. Missed that one due to the other accident. Now Zeke, Smokes, and Hunter made their way around. Smokes made his way around Zeke as well, so he's back up into fourth. But a lot of space between him and TPSR Diesel in third at the moment. So somebody's going to have to get hit with a space toilet for Smokes and Zeke to catch back up to that bout up front. Battle still rages on. We lost another driver. Missed it. Oh, there goes Fudge. There's 2 drivers. I wonder if that was like a server. There. 5-ish minutes remaining in this race. The leaders pushing hard for sure. One more lap for the 77 car come in. Onyx is going to be pushing hard now that he has Fuzzball in his sights. Left here in race 2. 35 minutes down. Nation looking very squirrely out of a few of these corners. Starting to wonder if his tires are starting to go. Hunter right in front of him. Rapid chase, that's for sure. No traction control really wears you down on these endurance portions. Oh, and a drive-through for the 76 of TPSR Diesel for track limits. That's going to be huge. Huge for Diesel to come back in, do a drive-through. He's definitely going to be losing positions to both Smokes and Zeke. Possibly Hunter and Medicaid as well. Again, track limits becoming a serious thing in the closing segments of these races. Wide there. Car straight, here we go. You don't want to overdrive the car, lose any ground that you already have to lose by coming in. could do one more lap and then come in, but personally, I wouldn't want to risk it. That I would just come in, get it done, push as hard as I can, maybe make a move on somebody if I'm out close enough. Closing lap. Alright, we're cleared for 77. Hoybert 13th, back to the field. You have plenty of space and time. Come out in the front couple of meters, no problem. A few minutes left here in round 2, race 2. And that's Diesel coming into pits for his drive-through. Hit your stop marks. Beautiful. Another thing, you don't want to go in for a drive-through and come out with another penalty. That would just be not good. Indicated now all over the back end of that McLaren of Hunter Fox. Drive-through cleared. The 76 car comes out just behind Hunter. Or just out in front of Hunter, actually. Medicated looks to the inside for a move. Nope, not quite. He'll get one more lap. Over under move, back into the way out to the Hanger straight. Very challenging to do. Nope, still funnels in behind that McLaren. 7 seconds. No, 7 seconds. Goes well. Now up to third. After Diesel came in his drive-through. Points for watching the stream. You get Weasel points, but I don't know if you really want those. I mean, you can cash my points in for chicken nuggets though. I know you guys were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I don't know what it is about your internet. Like some people just have like some serious issues with internet in the servers for these longer races, but when they're in the practice and public servers, like they're perfectly fine. You go for hours and hours and hours, nothing happens. As soon as it's private, it's like, yeah, not today. Sounds like a plan. Yes. All right. Final lap for all of these guys. SPS Stale pulling out a decent gap now over Erish. Probably running low on fuel at this point. Kind of keeping it safe. He's got a little bit of time and space between him and third at the moment. Smokes. Zeke just behind Smokes just a bit. Yeah, well, Fudge backed out because I don't know why he backed out, but he was sitting in pits for quite a while. Yeah, and we lost 2 others, so it sucks. You can jump back in, but you do lose all that time and time out on track. It's very, very frustrating. Alright, white flag's out. Hoybert off track again there in the carousel. Digging a little too deep in that Porsche. Still looking for a way by the McLaren. Hunter almost got it done there. Hunter had the inside line, couldn't do anything about it. Hop back on board with your overall race leader right now. SPS with a hard-fought win. Fantastic racing there by him. GRT Erish comes across the line in second. Very hard-fought position there. TPSR Smokes with a little bit of an issue there midpoint with that race. Came back in third in this race. Fantastic right there. As you see Zeke coming across the line in fourth, that's going to do well for points, definitely. Came in first in race 1, race 2 in 5th now. TPSR Weasel and Hunter. And Medicated come across the line. Elzebor making his way around the final corner. Will collect the checkered flag. 8th. 9th will be Fuzzball. 10th will be PTG Onyx. 11th will be SilverStone Market. PTG Fern and Hoybert bringing up the rear of the field with a couple of unfortunate drive-through penalties for track limits. Had a very fast car though. Once he gets the control of that Porsche down, I'm sure he'll definitely be a front runner for any of the races he does later in the season. That was some fantastic racing. And we will have all of the points and everything up fairly soon, probably within a few days after the race. So we'll probably have them up by Tuesday, maybe Monday night. I don't know. We'll see how quickly TPSR Smokes can slap those bad boys on those liveries and whatnot. Thank you everybody who came out and joined us in the comments and watched and stopped by, said hello. If you enjoyed the content and the racing, support us by hitting the subscribe button and the like button. We appreciate that. Also, go and follow us on our social media, on our Twitter at Paddock_sim. Yeah, and then join us on our Discord channel. We talk not only things about esport, but real racing and just pretty much anything in general. So head over there and join the TPSR family. We are looking for esport drivers. The Paddock Sim Racing is looking to recruit new drivers for not only our TPSR events, but also our events that we do in other leagues as well. So definitely head over to the Discord, ask any one of the admins about it, and we'll hook you up with some good, clean racing. As you can see from what you just saw, it's fantastic to have.
Green light, go, go, go.
So, all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys next weekend for not only round 3 for the British GT4 Championship, but the team battles as well. Look forward to that. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Everybody have a good night, good morning, good evening, and until next time, see you guys on the track. Bye, everybody. Yeah, I do need a co-host, that's for sure. This is hard to do, though. Not a lot of people can enjoy doing streams and stuff like this. It can be done. I've done it before with other people, but it's one of those things where you have to have good chemistry on stream to do it very successfully. But maybe one day I'll find a co-host and we'll have some pretty cool stuff. All right, everybody have a good night. See you guys.